What's good? What's happening? What's going on? It's me, Brian B. We got some sponsorships as well as partnerships here at the Beeline Entertainment LLC, and I want you to check them out right now. Let's go! People, check out Upsurge Magazine. That's right, brand new magazine hitting the scene, and it's got a whole bunch of content creators and news and information and important people that you need to know about. That's right, supporting businesses and all. We gonna talk about it. Upsurge Magazine, check them out today. People, make sure that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for. Everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go! Woo! Listen, bro. Hope you guys can hear me, man. It's been one of them days over here, yo. Check it out. Nonetheless, the day it is twos in front of it, and then day behind it, so that's Tuesday. And yo, we on episode 125 of the Beeline Web Show. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support over these years. We ain't doing nothing but growing still over here, man. We definitely want to keep you guys engaged and keep things going on. And check it out, man. I'm not by myself this week. We got a guest. We're going to get to know very creative individual. He's been on the show a bunch of times, and we're going to let him talk and tell us his story. We're going to kind of do that with a couple of podcasters that I've been meeting over the years and working with, and very excited for it. And hopefully you guys will, go check out his content. Everything will be in the description of the video and get everything done. Like I said, man, it's been one of them days. I don't know why, bro. I've been kind of laying around a lot today. Usually I get a lot of stuff done, but sometimes I guess you just kind of crash, and that's been one of them days for me today. But yo, we on the line now, so it ain't no time for that no energy shit. And of course, if you know, we definitely playing games over here. The Brian B playing, we definitely getting it going. If you haven't already, please go and check us out on Twitch. We got a lot of content that's been going out recently. I will actually be streaming as soon as I get off the show today. We're gonna finish up Resident Evil 3, I think. And then kind of just take it from there. But without further ado, this is the Beeline Web Show. It's the first show of the week. So let's go.
Straight to the point, baby.
It's going down in
3, 2, 1.
People, that's your boy!
Brian B.
Let's go.
Back on the Beeline. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited.
Is the influence you have.
With
You gotta be a clean baby's ass.
Hold on real quick.
Toast the handsome babe.
People, it's your boy, Brian B. Welcome to the Beeline Web Show. Let's go. All right. Well, we're back. Hopefully, I don't know if it's glitching. Something's glitching. I don't know if it's glitching. I don't know if it's not glitching. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. It's a weird fucking day. It's like Friday the 13th or something. Speaking of Friday the 13th, we got somebody who loves horror just as much as your boy Brian B. And he's on with us. You ain't seen him. You've seen him before. He's definitely been on the show a bunch of times. We're gonna talk about him. Yo, my man Troy D Riyan. What up, Troy?
Hey, what's up?
Chilling,
Man, I can hold you up real quick. You were saying like, today was one of them days you just kind of like just ain't had energy. Same.
Wow.
Like I took like 2
Weird.
naps today. Like it's I think it is the burnout. You know what I'm saying? When you do so much shit, at some point your body like, hey, let's.
You're absolutely right, and I think that's what it is. Yesterday, I was moving like triple time, bro, and I did a whole bunch of shit. And it's just like today, I couldn't find energy to do anything. So it's like even like now, like I was rushing to get the show, and like I got a different studio that I'm working out of now. So it's like I'm trying to get some different things together. So just a lot of shit going on, but. Troy,
I feel it.
You good, bro? You ain't been on the line in a little while. It ain't been that long, but it's been a little while. What's going on, man?
Yeah. Shit, life. Just trying to figure it out. I don't know, I feel like I'm in that weird in between stage of like not being who I was, but not who I'm becoming yet. So I'm just like in this.
Get that.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand what you're saying. I've been having a lot of those conversations recently. Just kind of when you start to understand things for yourself a little bit, I think you kind of start either expecting other people to kind of get it too, or wondering if other people are kind of understanding the same things you are. If that makes any sense, like literally, I've been having conversations with people where it's like you start getting older, and as you get older, like you don't really understand what's going to happen when you're younger. Like you just look at, I'll never be that. I'll never be that. I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching fishing. I was watching this guy fishing on YouTube, and I've been into that shit. And I remember sitting in the barbershop when I was like 10, 11 years old, and they used to watch fishing on the fucking TV in the barbershop.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, why are these motherfuckers
the fuck is this?
Fishing? It's the most boring shit in the planet. Yeah. But now I'm watching it like I let myself watch it, and I'm just like, you just don't know what to expect as the years go by, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Shit changes. You also get old. It's also just getting older because some shit you just don't care about no more. Like
that's right.
I had this past weekend. We had like a little house party, and that shit used to like last until about 7. Sun coming up, and it's like damn, the last couple people leaving type shit.
Yeah,
we was done by like 11:30, and well fed and rested and buzzed and everything. And I was like, bro, damn, this is crazy because
shit changes, man. You ain't trying to do all that late night stuff. Like I say it all the time, joking around, especially on the entertainment show. Like I'll be trying to play my game. I just started gaming again, and I'm really like, getting into it. I'll be playing a game, bro. I'm like 20, 30 minutes into the game. I'm fucking tired. I'm drooping. What's wrong? We getting old, bro. I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40, but it's just like.
It's like I still got it, but I shouldn't, because then, like, just even like I said with like the drinking and shit. Like I remember the days I can let's go days at a time. Just
for real.
Shot. Like now, one night like that, I'm out for like 3 days.
Yeah, I'm hoping this. I literally just went and got one of these little.
Yeah.
This has been the first thing. I actually took that and I mixed it with a regular Red Bull, and that shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie, like, but I'm over here trying to just like you said, I haven't had a drink in I don't even know how long. But like you said, like even now, I'm just like, damn, it's kind of weird, and I'm just buzzing a little bit. But,
right.
But yo, anyways, it's been a crazy day. But I'm glad that you were able to come on tonight. I kind of didn't really know what I was gonna do tonight, but I know there's a couple of you guys, me, you, Tara, Laura. Like, I want to get you guys on and let you guys tell your story. I did it with Eric G one time, and it was just good, like seeing where he came from, getting his story and everything like that. So I definitely want to do that with you. We're gonna talk about you tonight. But Beeline, if you guys haven't, definitely go ahead, go over to YouTube and do all that YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, please. Click that bell notification so you get notifications when we come on. It'll send it right to your phone or your computer, and you'll never miss a show. 3 shows.
All right.
Yeah, man. Go over to Troy's, check him out. We got we put your Instagram, and I think we just put your Instagram in the description. You can check out Troy and what he's doing. Of course, definitely want to shout you out and say thank you guys so much for the basically it's just like allowing us to promote your magazine, Upstairs Magazine. We enjoy. Hopefully, a lot of people are seeing that every time we go live, and we're gonna get to know a little bit deeper about how you started that. But before we do all that, check it out, man. We're gonna get into the regular shit of the show. Yes. And Troy, first off, so what have you been working on? Recently with your shows. I've been seeing you on live a lot recently.
Yeah. Shit. I'm trying to. I want my podcast, like they've grown, but like I want to kind of really hone in on what I want for them specifically. Like, it's like the way that I'm working for the magazine, because it's a business. It's like my first time like I'm the art piece. I'm the talent.
Yeah, I got
So
you.
me
Behind the
doing
scenes.
this is
Yeah.
So me doing this is so different because like I'm learning how to move as a business, and with
Yeah.
doing that, I'm seeing where it would be beneficial to operate more in that way with everything else I do. So it's
Definitely.
like trying to I'm podcast wise, I'm looking or thinking ahead bigger. So it's a couple things that I want to like start working on and stuff like that. Like one, I I was gonna keep under wraps, but it's been under wraps for a second. So fuck it. Like I'm just
Hey,
excited about it.
let it loose.
Yeah, my Love Journal podcast. I'm working on a documentary for it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was kind of like therapy for me, and I've changed a lot from doing it. So it's like, okay, this is like life and podcast. Like, I've just looked for new ways to make shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
What was the first like before podcasting? Because I know like you're a man of many interests, man. Like you like a lot of different things. Before podcasting, like what was like the first thing that you were doing? Like before you even picked up a microphone, before you picked up a pen, like what were some of the things that you were doing from like a young age?
So from a young age, one of the major ones was acting.
Oh, okay. Like doing TV and stuff.
Well, more so stage.
Stage,
but like,
okay.
Yeah, did a lot of like theater type stuff and choir type stuff. So I did a lot of that, singing, poetry off and on, up until like the past like decade plus is when it became like a very consistent like career kind of thing.
I'm not sure if it's my end or I don't know. You hear that static?
Oh, I wonder if it's mine.
I've been moving shit around, bro. I don't know if I just want to make sure we can hear you and everything. Yeah. I can't even hear myself in my headphones right now. Oh, yep. Okay, that fixed it. I think something might have been coming loose or something. That was way better. Yeah, I didn't even know it about Troy. I didn't know he was doing acting and stuff like that. It's funny how all this stuff kind of circles around, man. You don't never know where you're gonna land on. A lot of times you have this ability to, hey, I like this or whatever, and then it kind of starts up into, just like Troy was just saying, you don't know it's going to jump into a business. You don't know that everything is going to transition. That was the same way with the Beeline. I did when I first started this. I literally just wanted to get on a show and talk shit like that. That was my damn whole purpose. You feel me? Like,
yeah, for real.
Nothing after that, and then it transitioned into all of this, man. But that's really cool. So like how far did you get with like jumping on the stage? Did you have like kind of a dream or
pretty far? Yeah. I got really serious about music for a second. A little bit after I graduated, when I started back like writing poetry in college, it was like they were coming out as songs.
Oh, like, okay. Yeah.
Before it was always poetry, but then it was just like I was like, wait, why am I and I started to actually make music. I was like, I mean, shit, I can figure this out. Like, that's why I've always done so much, because I have like this mentality of like, ooh, this is interesting. I'm gonna figure it out. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure this out.
For real. Dive in.
So, yeah, and before I knew it, I have like albums worth of music, and I went to American Idol, and I've performed on stages at like talent shows and stuff like that. Like, I was serious. Like I was looking for managers and shit. Like,
damn, I didn't know you did all that.
Yeah, I've lived a couple lives, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't so much as that it didn't go through. I just think I've always had such a split focus that I didn't know how to set out everything else.
Listen, that is I think for a lot of creative people, especially for a lot of people that I've met, on this journey, like you're saying, on a bunch of different journeys, a lot of people that I know, sometimes, man, it's a blessing and a curse. It really is difficult to try to stay focused and honed in on just one topic when you are the kind of person who has a lot of passions, man, or a lot of
people try to make you do it too. Like, no, you need to only do one thing and just think about it. I do like 8. You gonna tell me to
Yeah,
forget
shit.
7 things?
Oh yeah, I know. I trust me. I know.
I don't think you know
get
how
it.
this works.
Yeah, and it's hard, and it's not even like you're trying. Like you
Yeah.
have like your eyes are in so many different directions. I mean, we say the same thing. Like my wife has told me multiple times, like especially whether it be TikTok, whether it be this, like, oh, you need to focus your content on a specific audience and this and that. I'm like, babe, I talk wrestling, I talk horror movies, I talk every fucking thing. Like it's just I can't just pick one. Like they're all what I love, man.
Yeah,
That's what it is hard to like have that superior genre that you can put yourself in when you like we opened up saying like you're an author, you talking about American Idol and all this shit. I didn't know you fucking did any of that. How was the process for American Idol?
Ooh.
You remember the year?
Yes, it was 2013.
Okay, so that was
I for like weeks, knowing that I had it coming up, I was like practicing and just around the house. I mean, I sung anyway, but like I was really just like everywhere I met, I'm like just every, like
hell yeah,
and
so on TV and shit.
Exactly.
But so all the way,
I learned a lot that day. First off, it started at 5 a.m. So they like be here an hour prior, so I had to be there by 4.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. And we're there, you're lucky if you get to be one of the first auditions. They don't even start the auditions until like 8 or 9. Like so all that time in between, everybody's just I like this part of it about it for most of the day anyway, was everybody just walking around singing. You just got everybody just singing everywhere, and I just love that energy. So that was cool. But before they start the auditions, they like doing a lot of camera work. So Ryan Seacrest coming out doing his little shit, like, and then they start that, and then like I didn't get auditioned until like 5 p.m., 5 or 6. So in there,
y'all was in there. Did they feed y'all and stuff?
No, it was downtown Detroit, so it was like they could go get some food. You
better
figure this shit out.
I mean, gas
like they had like little snacky type shit, but like it wasn't like meals.
Gotcha,
because none of these shows feed people. They just get
hell
drunk.
no. So, unless you want some real shit where they got a catering table and you was like selected, they ain't fucking with you.
But being like from Detroit and shit, like and being and singing and everything like that, I know a lot of singers from the city, like amazing singers.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of us were there, like, and throughout the day, it was like my nerves were just grabbing me up because throughout the day, I'm seeing these amazing singers that I've seen around that I've been like, damn, I wish I could do getting sent home. And I'm like, man. oh shit. oh shit. And by my time, it was like, they gave me 3 chances. And so I didn't even get to the celebrity ones. That's how you know some of the shit is for TV. Because you're judged by producers first.
Yeah.
So it's 3 producers. Yeah, and then you make it past that, and then they start getting into like the TV judges and shit like that. So the people that make it there, how?
They know what they're doing. They go to them interviews and ask about your family and shit. They know, even if you ain't making that motherfucker, they know.
But they gave me 3 chances, which they don't do, which I didn't really like. They'd be like, all right, nah, or yes, you know what I'm saying? So when I went to sing, they asked me the song I was gonna do. And I chose it was a song from I don't know why I can't think of the name of it right now, but the song from the Temptations that Paul sung when he was at the piano all drunk and shit. He was like, "This is mine, you can't take it." That shit.
Oh shit.
And and I did fine, but I sung it too fast from nerves. And they said, "Okay, we can see that you're a little nervous, but we like how you sound.
Yeah.
Give us another song." And I'm like, all right, okay. I'll do It'll Rain by Bruno Mars. Cause I knew that song. That's one of my go-to sing songs. Like I sing in his range. Cool, I got this. I can do this. I went to sing it and nothing came out.
Damn.
Because I forgot the words. And I'm like, oh no, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like complete fucking brain. And they're like, okay, you know what? Again, we like your tone and everything. So maybe do you know another Bruno Mars song? I'm like, cool. I'll do Locked Out of Heaven. same thing. I started to sing it, and then halfway through, I forgot some of the words, and I'm like, what? And I asked them if they could tell me the lyrics. I'm like, can y'all tell me the what's the words again? It's like, okay, so you know what? You're not ready.
Damn.
And I'm just like, no, you know what? You're right. Y'all gave me 3 chances. I did this to myself.
That's gotta be really. I mean, that's gotta be really fucking challenging, man. It's crazy because something like that is such a big opportunity. I mean, before, like you said, before you even get to the door, like I know a lot of people who've actually auditioned. My cousin did. We've had a couple people on the show that went up there and told us about it. That's where I found out because I didn't know. My cousin was the one who told me about, like, you know, you sing to the producers first, and then you go up to the celebrities and stuff. But just being there and, like you said, seeing all the different talented people, it's got to place you in a headspace of like, damn, am I good? Like immediately, like you have to start doubting yourself. Like, am I good enough? Like you'd have to be the most confident motherfucker in the planet to be like, nah, I'm better than all these motherfuckers, and really like know it, like or just that talent.
I mean, and that was me for the first half of the day.
Yeah.
So it was like, wait, they said hello? Her too?
Yeah,
oh,
I can imagine. That's crazy, bro. So after that experience, you said, like, you know, you went. I mean, do you feel like that killed your music? You know,
nah. It was. I looked at it. That's the thing about being an artist. That shit happens. It don't matter what. I've had work turned down. I've had bad shows, or, you know, done bad work, or whatever the case. So like, at some point, you have to build that tough skin to remind yourself that this is a moment. It don't mean everything you do is awful. It doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, you'll never do this again. Like a lot of people, some of the best people that we know in different, you know, areas and stuff have had those moments themselves.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
A
Being booed off a stage, I had that before. Like all kind of shit. But then I've had just as many good moments too to remind me to keep going.
That's right.
So it's like
that's what you got to focus on too. Yeah, because like even what you're saying, like there's one thing that I still really want to do, and I want to try it, and I feel like I'll be good at it. The only thing that fucks me up is I overthink, and it's hard for me sometimes to get my thoughts out because I'm thinking about so much at once and shit. But I want to try stand-up comedy so bad, bro. Like, I really want to get on the stage and just like at a little club and not do anything too serious, but literally just get up there and be like,
I can see it. You got the energy for it.
Man, I would love. I love stand-up I was just listening to this stand-up comedian. He got on the stage, and this is how stupid it is. Sometimes another big thing, like whether it be music, whether it be what you're doing as far as your forms of art, a lot of people tend to super overthink and like, you know, make shit overly difficult. I saw this comedian on TikTok earlier, bro. Grown ass man. I'm a grown ass man. This nigga got on stage and he said, "Did everybody doo-doo today?"
Oh shit!
Listen, Troy.
But it's so important though. That's actually a really great question.
Yo, listen, bro. He said, "Did everybody doo-doo today?" Just like that. Everybody was looking like, "What the fuck?" He said, "You need to take your ass home and go doo-doo." Right there, I was laughing. Right there, I was fucking laughing. After he said that, he said, "Some of y'all fucking up at your job, not beating your kids because you got a doo-doo." That shit had me fucking crying, bro.
Yeah.
And now I started thinking, like, I listen to a lot of comedians, right? You listen to Dave Chappelle, these motherfuckers got witty, super, like, engaging content where they flip it and bring it back to, like, the punchline. And I'm sitting there listening to this guy stand on, "You better doo-doo today." You ever had them doo-doos that was hard to get out? That's because you don't doo-doo. I was like, this motherfucker's crazy.
But because the thing is, like, at least with comedy, because I love comedy too. Like, I'm not comedian-wise. I'm a funny nigga in person, but, like, I'm not trying to be on nobody's stage to do that. But I got a good understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it's just really just finding a way to make everything in life funny, because most of the shit is life is ridiculous, and it's just finding a way to get that out.
That's true. That's true, bro. I got kind of one of them goofy sense of humors where like shit like that is funny to me. Fart, like, you know, we've done the last laugh challenge and stuff, and it's like I like stupid shit, bro. I like a lot of stupid shit. I like people who push boundaries too. I love boundary pushing comedy material, man. It's just because you get so used. Like, who the fuck wants some politically correct shit? Like, ain't nobody trying to do that. Like, I'm not Jeff Dunham.
If it's done right, okay. But like sometimes you just don't. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be too reckless talking about. I don't like when they talk about like things that are too serious because then it's just like too touchy. But I do like when they press the boundaries, bro.
And it's like, damn, where's the funny?
Yeah. It's like okay, I probably won't talk about
joke.
school shootings and shit like that. Like, I'm not really ready to listen to that. But but it's one thing. But yo, that's real cool, bro. I didn't even know that about you. Like, you were into music and stuff. Music was always a big part of my life. I've told the story a million times. But recently it's kind of coming back. I've been feeling it lately because my son, he wants to be a musician. And this boy, he got drums, he got guitars, everything here. But recently, he's trying to play the drums like he plays in school. And I never played a drum in my life. My uncle's a drummer, my cousin, his sons are drummers. But recently, I've been getting on the drums, and I've been like, I never really did it before in my life. And I'm not fucking up as bad as I thought I would. And shit. So it's like you never know when it's over, man. Because I'm just like I'm just getting.
You just
back
never
to
know
music.
what you can do until you try shit. Like
Crazy.
I guess that's a blessing part too, because I've talked to people who had different experience, but I had parents who were creative. So our creativity and all that side was never shut down. It was like, oh, you want to do what? All right. Are you trying what? Okay.
What did they do?
So both of my parents did music actually too. So I kind of had it honestly. Like my mom sung. Well, they both sung and rap, but specifically, she was mostly a singer and he was mostly a rapper. And
that's fucking awesome.
Dad made beats and stuff and all that stuff. So
that's awesome. Yeah. See, like you just said, you don't want to discourage your kids. I definitely try my hardest to let my kids get into what they are interested in. And I also really try to push them to do stuff because that's another thing. Like that's another side of it. Because sometimes they don't want to do nothing. But I try to keep it real with my kids too, bro. Because sometimes, especially my son, like with him doing the drums and stuff like that, he might go at it and he like very lazy, like not really like a lot of enthusiasm. And it's like, listen, nigga, you got all this shit in this house. You better put the shit to work. Like, we ain't gonna just have you come to me and
figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely understand like trying shit, but it's like you in band, you got this, you got that. It's time for you to take it. You got to take something seriously. Like, you can't be hopscotching around thinking that you're gonna land on something and be fucking a prodigy at it. Nah, everything takes hard work. That's a really good talking point too, man. Because I feel like a lot of people. I think it's a division, or maybe it's just like where people just kind of don't meet in the middle as much, where a lot of people feel like they should allow their kids to have a lot of leniency when they're trying to figure out what they're trying to do. And I do too, but I do feel like you also have to have some kind of grounding for them to where they can understand like, no, listen, bro, you're never going to be great at everything. You have to find a couple things to stick to.
My parents are kind of like that. My dad's, his biggest thing was just always be a student. Like, if you love something, you care about what you're doing, practice. Study it. Like, look at the people that you are inspired by. But like my mom, she was always like, she would like to this day, and I appreciate her for it, because like she'll tell me what's up. She'll be like, oh, I don't like how that sound. That don't sound good. Or I don't like how you wrote that. You need to rewrite that. Just look like she's my biggest supporter and my biggest critic at the same time sometimes. I'm probably worse to myself, but it's good. Because like I can trust if she says she likes something. Oh, okay. I got
that shit probably fire. Yep.
It's like, I got some
real shit.
And like she used to do this one thing, like when I was, doing my singing, and it bled over into all my other talents. But she was like, she'd come out and be like, sing. I'm like, what? Like, and she'd be like, okay, so what if you're in the elevator with, okay, not this now, but at the time, what if you end up somewhere and Diddy there or something, and y'all end up having a conversation, you say you sing, what you gonna do? And I'm like, fuck.
Put it on the spot.
Yeah, for real.
That's fire, yo. Yeah. People around you have to be supportive, but they don't have to be
yes
men and shit like that, just accommodating. Like I really do feel, and I've like you just said, I've seen a lot of different people, man, and I've seen people was, oh yeah, they can do anything. That's my baby. She never batted. That's bullshit. You're not helping them do that. Like you're setting them up for failure. Honestly, that's why you be seeing them motherfuckers in American Idol. Like I can't sing.
Exactly.
Nobody ever told you can't sing, motherfucker. Like you, all right, people lying.
Like I remember when I made it there, and my mind immediately thought of some of the worst auditions I saw. Like, how the fuck did they get up here?
Yup. It's real though. Come on, bro. You ain't people lying to you your whole damn life trying to be nice. Nah, man. You got to give some real shit sometime. But that's awesome, bro. But all right, so like so we got oh, check it out, man. And right here I found this today. It was in my office when I was cleaning up.
Hey.
I had it, I haven't read it yet. I don't be reading like that. If I get this to my wife, she'd have read this shit by tomorrow. But yeah, this is your first book. This is Troy's first book. I remember he told us, right? This is your first one, right? First one you put out.
So first novel, because the first three was poetry books.
Got it, guys. Yo, definitely go check out the Cicada Diaries on Amazon. This is Troy D Riyan. First novel he got out here. Sure, it's
horror
a great
one
read.
too. That's the crazy part. Like,
Troy, I know we talked on your show, but how did you what got you into horror again? I know you told me the story, but just to kind of
it was kind of like a mix of things. It's mostly family members. Like so my grandma, she used to, when I was like, she collected movies basically, first off.
Yeah.
And I remember being like 4 or 5, 6, somewhere in that area, and she had me watching shit like Hellraiser with her, and like, and I remember being terrified of that shit. Like literally, like seeing it at night, I'm like, oh my god, they're in the hallway. Like,
yeah, I'm fucked.
I'm like fucked up, but at the same time, I wanted more. I don't like. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And my dad used to watch Tales from the Crypt and Spawn, so I would watch those with him on HBO. And
yes, the cartoon Spawn. Man, I just started rewatching that shit on Max, bro. You forget how crazy that the animation back in the day, man.
Wild.
Beavis and Butthead, like all of that shit. It was so much character to all that shit.
Good. So good, man. But yeah, it was just like shit like that, and then like. I started to obviously get into some of my own shit like Buffy and X-Files and all that. Before I knew it, I was just like, if it's not dark, I don't want it. I need
right. You're right.
I need some horror. I need some blood. Like
these good thrillers that be on. I just watched the Thriller the other night because me and my wife, we were getting to a point where, and this ain't the entertainment show, y'all, but I'm just saying, like, Troy is big on entertainment too. Like, yeah, you do a lot of shit, bro. you fit it right. That's probably why you're always on the fucking show, because we the same thing. But we were watching movies, man, and every movie we watched, we felt like we were just like, after it was over, we were just like, man, that was stupid. Fucking dumbass movie. And then she went to sleep the other night, and then I finally found like it was a decent watch, man, and it was called The Watcher. But it was a thriller. It was a thriller. It wasn't horror, but it was just like you just said. It was just that dark. And you're like, damn, man, those are the only shits I really enjoy. I'll put on an action movie every now and then, a comedy every now and then, but I'm gonna put on a horror or something where there's killing and shit. I don't know. Wow.
It's at this point I watch them as from so many different. Like I have to calm myself down sometimes because I watch it from a writer's standpoint, from a director standpoint, from actor standpoint, from a consumer, and I'm like, okay, pick why you watching this.
Yeah,
but like,
real.
I honestly think. Because people ask me all the time why I watch horror, and I've kind of been like studying that. Like, okay, why do you like? I do love this shit. It is pretty dark. Like, and it's like a study that basically like says that it's catharsis, and it's like anybody who's like genuinely seen or been around trauma, it's easier for them to watch that because it's a safer way to explore that dark path. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that makes total sense. Because I've seen some shit. I might have to revisit my fucking life, whatever. I always say that because I think I'm always resorting back to like, when people are talking about trauma, like especially nowadays, you see a lot of people that are a lot more open, I guess, because it's a little bit more like people have more platforms. They have more abilities to kind of speak their story out to people without having to be face to face. So I'm just guessing. Like I'm literally just guessing, but I always feel like I've never been through like any crazy like traumatic experiences and shit, but it's like I grew up in a rough neighborhood. Like I've seen some shit. I've had to worry about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's a reason why I'm very
not paranoid, but I'm just very protected. Like I'm
Yeah.
very secure.
Yeah.
Like I'm always trying to be 5 steps ahead of anything that could be potentially dangerous. And I feel you
And I
there,
mean,
man.
just naturally, I think, because, and not to not to get Martin Luther King on the show right quick or Malcolm X, but like also, I just think it's because niggas are not like we're deeply
You got a lot of
traumatized
shit.
just naturally being black. Like that shit is just
That's
in
true.
there.
That's true.
Even if you have a good life, you still got that shit in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I don't be liking to
crazy.
talk about it so much, man. And I know,
Yeah.
like, I've had conversations with people, and I am the one where motherfuckers be talk about me, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk about this race shit, man. I'm not always trying to bring up race and everything, but at the end of the day, like, even I say that out loud to people when they're talking. But when I'm on my phone and I'm doing shit, I'm in this motherfuckers, man. Like it's always something that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got the shit, but it's like when I'm talking to people, it's just more lately, and of course you're seeing it more lately, and it seems like the division is just getting more and more publicized. And it's always been there, but it's just more in your face now. Yeah. And it sucks, man. It really sucks to understand that we've definitely been through some shit. And we are still going through some shit.
It's just in our blood.
Man. Just
and motherfuckers, like I saw this thing about like this girl, it was like this podcast or whatever, and she was saying people think black people like poverty, and she's like, nah, we make it look cool, but it's like we ain't got no choice. We've always had to just deal. That's why we got soul food from scraps. Like we just gotta.
That's right.
All right, figure it out. Like this. So it's we not. You know what I'm saying? Like. Happy about the shit, but like we got to figure out how to keep moving with the shit in us.
Had to always be the make away people and shit. Like it really is true, bro. You had to use the talents that you got. Why you think so many black women can fucking blow? You go to people be thinking American Idol. Just imagine if American Idol was real.
It'd be black church.
Yep, it'd be nothing but big ass black beautiful women just blowing and shit. Like there would be no American Idol anymore.
I forgot what the fuck was her name. I don't know why. Like I've never heard it before.
It's a song.
One of the Clark sisters, and it was what the fuck is that song? Balm and Gilead. And just listening to how she was just, I wanted to go to. I ain't been to black church in a while. I mean, like like black church, like just like I've been to church.
I know exactly,
and it ain't like that church. I ain't been to a church like that in a minute.
Yeah,
and I'm just like blown away. And it was like I was watching a reaction video of this white boy who was just like, "Oh my god, what is she doing in there?"
When I saw the last thing that I saw, like you said, I was the same way. I grew up in church. Definitely with the singing, like I said, my uncle's a drummer. My cousins, they drummed after him, so he would go to different churches and drum. So I go to watch them, and one of the things I loved the music. When Fighting Temptations came out, that was like my shit, bro. Like just to watch and just see how much passion and just from everybody, man. You go there, you tapping your feet, you moving, people going. When they start flipping out and shit, I'm like, all right. But when we just singing and it's just like praising and stuff, it's so much passion, bro. It's like so much love, and it's hard to not be like super motivated by that. But you literally have to remember, like so many people found their talents in church and stuff like that too. Like whether it be musicians, whether it be singers, like found their passion for singing and
being
music.
around each other, because like I have that thing where like I love creating by myself, like just in general. I'm gonna create no matter what, but I love to create with other people too. And like singing is one of my favorite ones to do with other people, because I get to hear, where can I blend in with you? Like I love that shit. Like
Troy, I didn't know you could sing, bro. We might have to make a melt on here, bro. Your boy Brian B, I sing a little bit. I'm all right on this motherfucker. But listen, bro, that's cool. That's really, really cool, man. I'm definitely learning a lot about you on this episode, and kind of going down your pathway. So 2020 hits, and you've been on American Idol, you got this, you've been on stage, you definitely have a lot of projects that you're working on and stuff like that. 2020 hits, the year of the podcast, boom.
Yeah.
What started it for you? Did you start in 2020? Did you start a little later, or did you kind of get inspiration from that time?
It randomly popped in my mind, but like, you know, it was just a random thought. I didn't start until 2022.
Okay.
But I started at the beginning of the year, and then it like for those few years, it just kind of kept popping up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet.
And I'm like, okay. Anyway, and, and then my ex, after he moved out, he had this microphone.
Yeah.
Like when he moved in, he never did nothing with it. He was, I had my mom bought this for me one year, and I just never did nothing with it. I'm like, oh, huh. And he left it once he moved out. Once we, broke up, whatever. And I just kept looking at it like, all right, so what would I do? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? And it just started to just fall. Like, I was in a frustrating place because the first show I did was Love Journal.
Okay.
And I was at a place where like I hated love songs and I would cringe at like love scenes. I was really bothered by love or the idea of it. And I'm like, damn, I want to kind of explore that. How? And I'm like, looking back at the microphone, like, okay, so what I call this? And it just slowly just started to fall into place. And before I knew it, I had the show. And I'm like, awesome. Oh, okay, well, yeah, let's just see how this goes. And that's why I'm like, I wanted to do a documentary for it because I'm in a completely different place with love now, 3 years later, than when I started.
That's awesome, man. And like, that creative process is another thing. Like you said, when you're being creative around other people or just listening to other people's creative process, that's another reason why I wanted to do these series of shows where I was talking to different podcasters, man, because we've been doing this podcasting for a long time now. And so many, the people who are still doing it now are the people that have grown with this shit. Like there's a couple of people who just starting, but it's nowhere near as many people that are just starting than as, back in 2020 when everybody kind of got locked down and everything. So just hearing you with that creative process right there, like your motivation, let's be real, your motivation was literally a breakup and a mic. Like the best best album ever written and shit. But nothing else but motivation from there. Like,
and this is how it is. Like I'm the type, like like you said, it'd be a lot of shit in your head. And it's like, for me, that's how creative ideas are. It's just, and if I don't do nothing about it, if I don't even take a step, it's gonna keep. Hey, nigga, I said.
Oh yes.
Like, fine. Where the fuck? Where's my notebook?
Bro, my wife gets on. I get on her fucking nerves, like you just said, Troy. I'm telling you right now, bro. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. You see me now, bro. You've been watching me for been on the shows a while. I'm changing every 5 fucking seconds. I'm changing, bro, because I constantly want to. I have ideas, and like you said, man. I'll never know unless I try it. I'll never know. Am I staying true the same? Am I not committing enough? Or should I just try? And then I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to do something different and throw it against the wall and see if I'm not reading about it. I'm just going to put that bitch together. Hopefully it stands strong. And then try to use that motherfucker. Like that's been my whole life, man. Just wild and spontaneous. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. So after Love Journal, you went on with that. Were you interested in like interviewing people, or did you use it more as like a journal?
I mean, I was more so about just talking to people about some of the shit that was on my mind and some of the struggles I had with love. And then it started to transition a bit into just sharing more of my story. And then that transitioned to, I didn't start doing solo episodes like fully until this last season.
Gotcha.
So it was like, and then I did do something similar, like a reverse interview. So instead of me interviewing people, I would have like one of my closest friends come on and ask me questions about, like just some of the shit that they've seen and the decisions they've seen me made. Like, I wanted it to feel like a journal. Like, I think I'm a really good talker. I always have been. Like, all my teachers be like, "Oh yeah, he got the gift of gab." Like, they all told me that. And like, people fuck with talking to me. You know what I'm saying? People feel comfortable talking to me. So it was like, I wanted it to feel just like a genuine, like, we talking through a computer, but I want you to feel like you're right here with me.
Exactly.
And that was just the basic idea of it. And like every time somebody come on who isn't in the pod world, they're like, I'm nervous, I don't know. And I'm like, I got you.
Yeah,
just,
for real.
just talk to me. I got you.
Yeah, and you and like we've talked before, people have talked before about, a lot of times people still they think this is kind of easy, man. They think, you're just gonna
Yeah.
talk to somebody. Like you said, I've talked with a lot of different shows where they're like, hey, I didn't even start, doing the single ones. I was scared to do it by myself and not have anybody on the show with me. I loved doing shows by
Mhm.
myself. Like I literally have transitioned into you're the first guest I've had, besides like doing game shows for a while.
Mhm.
Because I enjoy just kind of getting on here and using it as therapy, especially this
Yeah. Yeah.
web show edition at least. Coming on here talking, giving my thoughts on just stuff that's going on in the world, but I still love talking to people. But it's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
nothing like just being able to kind of hear yourself sometimes, and just
Yeah.
kind of even learn from yourself. Because when you're just talking to the camera, hey, I know you guys are all out there, but I'm saying every
Right.
thought in my head, like I can't hear
Yeah.
shit else but me. And it's interesting.
And I guess that's why I did it that way, because that's me with my journal. Because I journal,
Yeah.
I've been journaling since like high school, so it's like I get to do that there by myself. But then when I brought it to microphone and screen and stuff, it was like, okay, I want to share it with somebody.
Yes,
What,
yeah,
what do you think about this?
definitely,
Like,
yeah. So we got, of course, the Love Journal started you off. So how far before you were like, man, listen, I also want to talk about movies, man? What inspired that?
I mean, loving horror my whole life. First off,
Yeah.
and I feel like I've always been, even outside of that. Honestly, I'm a movie buff, and so I've always been the person people go to when they think, "Hey, who's the actor in this movie?" Or what's the name of that one movie that got like I've always been the person people go to.
Gotcha.
Like I have
okay.
friends who would straight up just call me, "Hey, what's the name of that scary movie with blah 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 blah?" They're like, give them the answer. All right, cool, bye. Like that's
Dictionary and
so
shit.
it's like basically. And so it was like I have all this knowledge about it, and it is a world that I want to be a part of. And shit, like after doing Love Journal for literally like a month and a half, I was like, shit, this is fun.
Yeah.
I got this. Let's go. What's next?
It was open.
And
The
so,
door was open.
man,
Yeah, yeah.
only thing I was missing was the name, and then I don't even remember how I got it, but it was just like, fuck it, man, the horror, let's go.
Listen, bro, it fits. It fits. You said it's catchy as well. So it's like as soon as you hear that, like you're interested in knowing more about you because you're like, okay, man of horror, why do you like this and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely feel it, man. I mean, it's interesting too to me because like even when I'm flipping through Facebook and stuff like that, especially for hosting the shows, I'm always trying to look for different topics to talk about, different news stories or Facebook posts, whatever. And I see everybody on, man. I'm constantly seeing it. I see Eric, I see you, I'm like, man, these guys are still doing this shit. Like nobody is slowed down. Maybe people take a break a little bit here and there, but still got posts, man. So now, up to post all the way till, we've had a couple sponsors on this show, a couple pretty good sponsors. Like at one point we had a guy who had a pet rhinoceros. And he did a children's book, a children's book about a rhino, and literally had I made him a commercial with a rhinoceros and him talking about the book. We've had a film festival. We've had a couple sponsors, but now being able to after me talking to you for a couple years, and you being one of the sponsors or partnerships or promotions we're doing right now. With Upsurge Magazine. Now, definitely, drive us into your current newest business venture.
Yeah. It's funny because I used to do this when I was a kid. My mom, like we always had magazines and stuff in the house because she had a million subscriptions. So it would always be magazines around, newspapers, and I bought like kids magazines and stuff too. So I would cut up different pieces from the different magazines and put them together myself in like a little magazine. Cut them, staple them up, and so I would leave them in the bathroom for people to read. Like
that's fucking dope, yo.
So it was something that was there already, but I completely forgot all about that. And then my daddy was like, "Yeah, I used to read your shit." Like,
listen,
my
bro.
it's like you do so much sometime, or you live so many lives, you forget certain shit.
Yeah,
and
very true.
So it started back again, just popping up in my head, like. What do I want to do next? How can I put different passions in one place, kind of thing? And it was like, what if I did a magazine? but I can't do that by myself. Can I? No. And then it was like, okay, we'll build a team. And it's crazy how stuff goes because there's so many different parts of this. Like the name itself, Upsurge. I came up with that like 5 years ago. Me and my brother were going to work on a clothing line. That was like a plan that we had, and I came up with Upsurge, and it was like we never did nothing with it. So I had this other piece, like it was just like these little pieces throughout life that was actually kind of pointing to it. And yeah, I start, I've worked with Eric and Amron a million times.
Yeah.
And I know how they work, and it was just like, okay, well, let me just see if they want to do this. Like, I don't know, like maybe. And then I had met Toy, and we just kind of like immediately was just like, yeah. And it was like, we got to do something together. What are we going to do? Yeah. And I'm like, I mean, I got this idea. You want to give it a try? And they were all just like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, okay, I got the name, I got the team. What the fuck is the point? Like, what is the like? What am I trying to speak to? And then I just started thinking about the magazines I like growing up.
There you go.
Jet, Ebony, Sister to Sister, Hip Hop Weekly, The Source, like, and that was like also the other half.
The Source magazine,
right?
I remember them motherfuckers, bro. I used to go to the store and I would be looking at the wrestling, pro wrestling magazines, WWE magazines, and then the Source magazines, all the ones with the big titty chicks on it. I remember fucking 1 year it was of course Keisha Cole. It was a whole bunch of beautiful ass women on there. But 1 year they had Nikki Cox on there, the white girl from Unhappily Ever After with them big ass titties. Woo! So living that fucking magazine aisle when I was 12 and shit.
No, for real. Like all of them, because I used to look at the horror ones too. Like
that's right,
everything, and it was just like, I also thought of the idea. Hey,
those XXL and King. King, yeah, that was another one. That magazine. Woo! Baddies in that motherfucker, bro.
But it was like, damn, what used to, like, I guess that was also the other part too. Being like, damn, we had so many black magazines, and then they it's like how they did us with the black shows.
That's
just
right.
One day they said, you know what, that's enough. You niggas have had enough fun. Right, that's enough.
Make the section theirs. 4 slots.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the name and you got the team. I like that natural kind of build as well. I always feel like that's the best way to have some shit formed. Not something that's super studied and super like, oh, this is all this and that. It just when it comes together, man. It just all pieces itself together, and that's how you know it's just naturally growing. That's always the best way to me. But so you have, you're on issue number 6 now. It's a really interesting magazine. You have a lot of interesting articles about it. I like the way that it really it puts a lot of light on people that may not get it in other areas, including yourself, including Toy. I think that you guys are really onto something, man. It's not a lot of that content out of people trying to spread positivity. It's not negative. It's not gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually positive shit. And I think we need more of that, bro.
Man. Yeah, it's like, we meet like once a month or whatever, as far as like for our ideas. We meet a couple times a month, but specifically the meeting for the next issue, we do once a month. And it's like, our whole goal is, and that's why it's kind of called Upsurge, is to highlight us. Like, from the moment I started working on it, the phrase that kept coming to my head: "For us, by us, for us, by us." Like,
Oval, baby.
Right. But it was crazy because that's all I kept hearing in my head. I'm like, all right. So it's like, I mean, because I'm not gonna make it like, I'm from the hood. I do like a little trash TV. I watch Zeus Network sometime. Like, I'm not gonna make it like I'm better than anybody, but I just want to make sure people see us in different colors. Like, that's not the only color. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to my Sexy Red, but like also I like jazz, or like
exactly. Yeah, you don't want to be propositioned. Like, you want to be able to show people all sides. Like, you came on here and literally gave an interview, and you told us from when you were a kid all the way up to now in your ventures, from American Idol to being the head CEO of
crazy.
I don't even want to call it a black, magazine. More just like a variety, magazine, for people.
But you know what? I don't know if I mind that, because that is my like. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it, but like as you said it, I'm like, well, I don't know, because
yeah, man.
Because that's kind of my intention anyway. Like honestly, I'm not trying to be like I mentioned earlier. I ain't Gen X Malcolm X.
Yeah,
I do have a lot of. I've had African American studies classes. I can talk about it all day, but that's not necessarily my intention.
Yeah.
But like I do want my work to be acknowledged, not as only black, but for the most part, most of the things I'm gonna do, this is like my horror shit. Like, I don't talk about it like that, but I'm like, this is the perspective of horror from a black man.
Yeah. I definitely understand it. I remember there was one time, bro, I was on an interview, and it was a singer. She was a singer, and I had said something. I was like, oh, well, tell us about why do you love the R&B music that you do? And she was very polite. She was very nice, but she corrected me. She was like, yeah, well, actually, I don't just do R&B music. You know what I'm saying? She was like, and that was one of those times that I learned. It's early on too. That was one of those times that I learned, never place anybody in a category. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you're a group of black people talking black content, talking black everything, like I would never be the person that would just jump at you, even though there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I would, but you're just black magazine. You know what I'm saying? Just like you just said, the motherfuckers will sit there and put you in a category. No, you're a strong magazine company that's building and that's starting, and already you naturally formed a team of like-minded creative people. And you're on 6 issues of your shit. You just started. Like, it's hard enough to start some shit and to coexist with people, but you're flourishing in your early stages and building. So that's why
I mean, in the works for like 2 years. Like, I actually found an email the other day. I forgot to even send that shit to, you know what I'm saying? Because it was gonna be a different team. I was thinking like, oh shit, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. Listen, that's how a lot of great ideas start, man. You have you have your ideas, and you never know what's going to be that little switch that gets flipped to get it started, and then they ignites, and then next thing you know, you don't even know. One person that I've really been paying attention a lot to, and listening to some of the things that they say. They got goofy shit out there. Yeah, they kind of do wild stuff sometimes, but not that much. He's pretty cool. Kai Cenat, very popular. Definitely one of the this year's streamers and stuff like that. But one thing I do like about him is he does seem pretty genuine. Like he had this
he give a fuck about what he doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like he don't seem like he's doing as much crazy ass shit just for the streams. Like he seems like this just kind of him. He likes to just have fun and just enjoy it. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna intentfully go jump off this cliff with a pants over my head or some shit. But he was saying, like, he said, like his creative process was just to keep going. Just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what thoughts you got, no matter what's knocking, like just keep doing it until it feels weird not to do it. And he basically was saying it like that. And then one day you're gonna wake up and you're like, damn, I didn't do this today. This is crazy. I can't never, you know what I'm saying? And you really do have to have that mentality. You can have something on the back burner for fucking 10 years. Before I started the Beeline, that shit was 10 years prior. I made a Facebook page and everything. But then one day I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And 5 years later.
That's just it. It's just it. He's got to do it.
It's crazy, bro. Yeah. It's awesome and it's crazy. But yo, man, it's been awesome having you on. I mean, I really wanted to, like I said, like you're one of the ones that I wanted to have on, kind of just pick your brain, let you tell your story. And somebody that I see who's consistently moving up. You know what I'm saying? Not even moving forward, but moving up, bro. You're transitioning. You now have a team of people who believe in you, who are like, I like that idea.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's not fucking easy, man. It's not easy. It is not.
It is not like we getting like, and that's the other part too, real quick, not to cut you off, but it's not like, we get millions, and I'm just like, here, I got this contract. It was literally off of the like, damn, I like this idea. Let's do it. Like, I fuck with you. I like the idea. Let's do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But what's your, before we wrap up and everything, so what's your like, of course, guys, as you know, like we promote the Upsurge magazine on pretty much everything we do, all 3 shows, including tomorrow's show and Thursday's show. But you can go check it out. We'll have the link in the description as well as in the promotion, and you can check it out at Troy's Instagram page. And you can definitely go check out Upsurge magazine. Is there any way for them to reach you? I think it's all in the promotion I put out for you.
Yeah, for the most part. And I mean, again, on all like socials and everything, Trigger Troy D, or Troy D Riyan. My link for the magazine is on all of those, and
awesome.
That's issue.com, which is ISSUU. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And anybody want a segment, like you're doing something. A lot of people are doing stuff, so it's like you got a new song out. Hit Troy up, man. You never know who's gonna pick up the magazine and read the next issue, and then see somebody.
Because we're at over 1,000 now after 6 issues.
Killing it, bro.
Like
killing
that's
it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, killing it. I'm definitely proud of you, bro. I've definitely been talking to you for a while. I've learned you for a while, and I really appreciate the commitment to this content, bro. Because we're in this shit together. We've been in this shit together for a long time now, and I'm glad to see us growing and killing it out here. But just like I said before, we were about to leave. Where do you see Upsurge magazine, bro? In the next like 2 years? Let's not even go 5 years. Like, where do you see it? Like big dreams.
Yeah. In 2 years, I definitely want to still keep part of it digital, but I want to be a physical copy. So by that point, like I want
big question.
Like subscriptions. I want like hundreds of them things. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like that's like another thing we try to do that I wanted to do like the team. Like, okay, how many views y'all want to get this next one? How many y'all think we can do?
Setting goals.
Just so that way if it's in the back of our mind, how we promote it and how we talk about it and everything will kind of aid to that just naturally. So it's
exactly,
like, it's I have a really great feeling about it. I feel good about most of my work, but this feels different.
Okay.
And
it's awesome,
I think
bro.
it is because it's unlocking a different part of me too at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
you're also growing and you've also done a lot of stuff. And it's just like as you're getting older, you've learned, you've lived, and you're in a good venture right now, bro. I wish you the best of luck. Here at the Beeline, of course. Anything we could do to help promote, bro. Like we're definitely looking forward. I believe in the product. I think it's great, and I'm just sitting back, watching y'all shine, man. I'm really looking forward to it, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. But Troy, man, it's been great having you on. Yo, guys, definitely make sure you go check out Upsurge magazine. Check out the link. I'm gonna play the promo once we Hey, you know what? Listen, this is my show. I play the damn promo whatever I want. Here we go, right here. Check it out, guys. People, check out Upsurge magazine. That's right, brand new magazine hitting the scene, and it's got a whole bunch of content creators and news and information and important people that you need to know about. That's right, supporting businesses and all. We gonna talk about it. Upsurge magazine, check them out today. There you go. So guys, definitely go check out that magazine. Check out Mr. Troy D Riyan. You can check out all his shows, the Love Journal, the Man of Horror. What time Man of Horror come on, bro?
So I usually drop it on Fridays or Saturday, either Friday nights or Saturday afternoon.
Okay. Gotcha. Check them all out, man. Guys doing big things, and you'll be one of the first people to go and support. Also check them out. See it. Listen, if you're cheating on your husband or you're doing something, you know what I'm saying? You got a new project, a new thing, a new idea, you invented or something. Go talk to Upsurge magazine, bro. Put it out there. It's gonna be headline news, and then you're gonna be getting somewhere you never thought you would. You feel me? But yes, Troy, anything in closing, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all the support, and it's as long as I've always done creative shit, I've always gotten different forms of support and stuff. So I still don't know how to like accept it, which is weird, but I appreciate it.
Hey,
And just for anybody that wants to do anything, we live in the age of information. You can figure that shit out.
You really can.
Don't listen to your thoughts. It's always going to be the negative one, but you have a choice in ignoring that. So do that.
Definitely.
Figure that shit out.
Definitely. Hey, great advice, bro. Take risks, man. Put yourself out there. You never know. But Beeline, listen, guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on episode 125 of the Web Show. We'll be back tomorrow night. Of course, we're straight through the ropes. Wrestle Talk. It is WTW Wrestle Talk Wednesday. We on the road to wrestle. You saw John Cena come out there yesterday, and they booed the shit out of John Cena. Fucking wrestling is the shit, man. But and then of course Thursday night we're gonna be back on with the Beeline Entertainment Show. Me and Kyle. We're actually gonna be talking about game shows. We're gonna be talking about game shows from the past and the present. Bro, it's gonna be a dope show. Troy. Troy was on our last game show. We're gonna have we're gonna have the clips for the cartoon showdown we did, which was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do that shit again.
You know, I'm always down.
That was a lot of fun. But guys, until next week, well, until tomorrow, we're gonna tell you, stay true, stay positive, and pay attention, and go check out Upsurge magazine, guys. We're doing big things. Troy's doing big things. Everybody doing big things. But we love you guys, and have a great night. See you. I'm out. Peace.